up the blitz. Flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas.
9-9
Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves.
Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three from the win. Bounce. They go. It cuts the big land. They go.
All right. Good evening. It's Friday night. You know what that means? It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports4U. Live on YouTube. I'm John. That's Mark.
Yep.
Live on your TV screens, your mobile devices, and laptops, and your desktops on YouTube and X. So hit that subscribe button for Sports4U podcast on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, get into the chat. Obviously, you can follow us on various social medias, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok at Sports4U podcast. Of course, follow me at John Watson 0984 on X and Instagram and TikTok. Follow Mark on Instagram and Hi, I'm Mark. Hi, I'm Mark1 on X. You can follow Nick on Instagram at 99gorilla on Instagram, X, and on TikTok. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. NFL-wise, we're days away from the start of NFL free agency. The NBA is off and running right now. We got the Clippers are handling the San Antonio Spurs right now, 58-41 in San Antonio. Obviously, Wemby's on the floor, but the Clippers are having their way with the number 2 team in the Western Conference right now. Lots to talk about on the NBA and NFL front. So let's just jump right into it. What up, Cody? Cody, what up with it? All right, let's just go ahead and get into the breaking news that broke literally about an hour ago. Like I said, we are close to the start of NFL free agency. Teams can start. I'm not calling it. Mike Greeny said it. They call it legal tampering. No, teams going to start agreeing to terms with free agents starting on Monday at 12 noon. That's what that's going to be. 9 o'clock our time. So, and there are going to be a lot of trades, and there have been a lot of trades already that have happened since in the last week. Well, one went down literally an hour before our show started. For weeks, we were wondering.
Ironically, 2 of the teams involved, 2 of the 3 teams on this show.
Go freaking figure. Now, I was wondering the whole time, would the Raiders have what to pull the trigger and trade Max Crosby? Well, they did. Max Crosby was traded tonight to the Baltimore Ravens in exchange for a first-round pick, 2 first-round picks, 1 this year and 1 next year. Let me. And so now he will join the defense with Kyle Hamilton and others. And this is going to be Max. And this is what Max Crosby's first image looks like of him possibly in a Ravens jersey. I was watching the Monarchs turn. Yeah, Max is on the move, and I suggested it weeks ago that maybe this would be the right move for the Raiders. You're going to get 2 ones, and obviously they did. They got what they got, and now they can move on. Max Crosby can play for a contender. Obviously, the Raiders officially hit the restart button, and now they will begin a new era, obviously, without Max Crosby. But they weren't the only team that were in the hunt for the services of this former Pro Bowl, All-Pro defensive end. One team that was in the mix, the Dallas Cowboys. But just like the Dallas Cowboys, they always get in their own way. This from Adam Schefter. The Cowboys were willing to offer a first and a second round pick to the Raiders for Max Crosby, but logically and understandably, Las Vegas opted for 2 first round picks from the Ravens. I swear to God, didn't they get 2 ones from Micah Parsons?
Yep. Yep. Isn't he kind of busted, Paul? Busted up.
Well, no, he's gonna be he's rehabbing, but he'll be all right. He'll be all right by the time the season starts. But the Cowboys once again got in their own way. Could have had Max Crosby with him and Quentin Williams on that defensive line.
Ooh.
But Jerry didn't want to give up 2 1s. You gave up your 1 this year, your 1 next year, which was the extra 1 you got because you had an extra 1 because of the Michael Parsons trade. You was able to use a 1. But this is where you just gotta just sometimes not just get out the way and let football people do football things.
Yeah, you gotta get out your own wasting time.
And clearly the Cowboys aren't. Well, Jerry isn't, because there's no excuse if that's all it took. We know I saw that the Jaguars, they were also interested, but obviously they didn't have 2 1s because obviously they sent 1 to the Browns in the Travis Hunter trade, so they couldn't make it happen. But
Sam, what up with it?
What up, Sam?
Necessary. I've been waiting for it to come out forever.
But I've been waiting for what?
All right.
You went. I guess the comment was like, "Oh,
Ravens not go back up."
Let's see now. That's my favorite shows out right now.
Oh, we're waiting for it.
Oh yeah, Monarch. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought something else.
Paradise, right? Oh,
I thought something else. I thought you saw something else was coming out. Oh my bad.
John, show ain't even been on 5 minutes. That's what we on.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Well,
Ravens now got Max Crosby.
Or that's the case. It's been coming in, but that's a whole nother conversation. But freaky. Max Crosby is now a Raven. Lamar Jackson. I want to show a tweet. Let me remove this from the screen real quick. But I need to show a tweet from Lamar Jackson, and I think Lamar Jackson knew this was happening. Here's a tweet from Lamar Jackson. That was at 11:09 a.m., which is 2:02 Pacific in Baltimore. He knew this trade was happening 5 hours, almost 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Max Crosby. So let's talk about this first from the Ravens point of view. We'll get to that trade in a minute, Sam. We'll get to that one too. We don't get to all the trades that went down in the last couple of days and trades that still are looking to go down. Trades that could happen.
Oh, trades that somebody's looking to go down.
Well, someone is probably looking to go down. Down.
Shout out to those who suck dick willingly.
Yes, willingly. And we'll do it every
John,
my bad.
Show.
My bad.
Show, John.
But yeah, I think this helps the Ravens a lot. Obviously, we know they're we always know they're known for defense. Obviously, from the days of Ed Reed and Ray Lewis. Obviously, RP Tony Siragusa, Peter Ballwire, Terrell Suggs, and but I think this is a good move for the Ravens. You give Lamar Jackson someone who can lead that defense and help rally the troops, because Max Crosby is one of those heart and soul type guys. He's one of those guys who's gonna rally up the team, who's gonna lead by example. Yeah, so you got Jesse Minter there now. The new head coach, of course, was with the Chargers last year's defensive coordinator. And now the Ravens need to go ahead and get back to being a playoff team. They missed the playoffs by the last game of the season. Now you have Max Crosby to fix that defense. Now go get it done. Mark, what does this do for the Ravens?
I think this will help them close games for them. You know, those times when they have the lead and they need to get a stop to help win games. I think you having a dominant pass rush like this can help out a lot. And Max Crosby's a game changer, man. So this is really impactful on their defense. So shout out to the Ravens for making that trade. And I told y'all in our group chat on Instagram during the season last year that was a good trade. Max Crosby.
I said it too. I thought it was the right. I thought it was the right move. I'm just saying. I think, look, as much as I know Raider fans love him, I know the Raiders love him. I heard what the GM Spy Tech said the other day. But in some instances, you just need to move on in order to rebuild.
And let's just say this. I mean, we don't know if this is going to happen for sure, but Raiders got a bunch of money under the cap.
They now have $130 million in
So
cap space.
they can go give Trey Hendrickson a blank check. I'm not saying he's as good as Max, but that can be a replacement for Max. And I think they're going to end up drafting the edge rusher out of Miami. Bain. If he's still there at 14, I can see that happening. So, yeah, you lose Max, but you upgrade the whole D-line.
Cody saying 3 of the 6-7 pass rushers in the league are in the AFC. No, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Max Crosby, all in AFC North now. I feel sorry for Joe Burrow because they let Trey Hendrickson walk. And obviously their O-line is hot garbage.
Yeah, but I think this is a win-win for both teams, man. Ravens got what they needed, and I think more picks for the Raiders to improve their team. So and then I got 2 picks this year and 2 first-round picks this year and 2 first-round picks next year. That's how you build up.
Absolutely. We're gonna pivot right quick from the football. We gotta get to an NBA story that broke over the last 24 hours. We'll get back to the NFL in a second. But I want to get into some other big breaking news that happened tonight, which broke yesterday, but now it became official today. And that was the return
of the Mac.
Well, not shout out to Mark Morrison, but not that return. It was the return of Jayson Tatum. So the news broke yesterday that Jayson Tatum was returning after 10 months ago tearing his Achilles. And tonight he played his first game in 298 days as the Celtics destroyed the Dallas Mavericks in Boston. Tatum obviously not an official night. Looked like a guy who hadn't played in almost 300 days. But 15 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, and no minutes restriction. Obviously, I was happy for, like, much as I hate the Celtics and I hate Duke, but I was happy to see that dude on the court.
Me too.
It's a good. The league is a different league when he's on the floor. But I was scared. I was kind of fearful for him because obviously we know how these injuries can sometimes be tricky. And I was glad he was able to make it through his first game, and the fact that they did it without minutes restriction says a lot. So he's put in a lot of hard work and a lot of progress in order for him to be ready for this, be ready for the stretch of the playoffs. So we'll see where this goes from here. But obviously, if you're Joe Mazzulla, you're Brad Stevens, what is your message to Jayson Tatum?
Don't come in and try to be Jayson Tatum. Come in and try to be a role player until you get your legs up under you, till you get your win back. Because the team, they second in the East right now, right?
Yes.
Dog, we don't need Jayson Tatum. We just need you to get healthy, so when the playoffs time come, then you can be Jayson Tatum. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, just pause, ease yourself back in. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you good?
Listen, that's what they do in Boston.
Yeah, they ease it in Boston, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, they don't. They just don't jump in. They just ease it in.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
But shout out to Jayson Tatum, man. I'm glad to see him out there, man. Fuck Duke, but yeah.
Yeah, and obviously we had some bad news today for us Tar Heel fans.
I'm glad. Was I telling you that, or was I telling Will that?
You didn't tell me that. I had to be Will.
I wanted Caleb Wilson to shut it down for the rest of the season anyway. We wasn't doing it. We're not winning the championship this year, man. Like, get yourself ready because you're not coming back next year. Get yourself ready for the league, young man.
He's going to the NBA.
Yeah, man. Sit down for the rest of the year, man. You showed what you can do. You was a baller, one of the best freshmen that North Carolina they enrolled through North Carolina, man, and get ready for the league, man.
So yeah, if those who know, Caleb Wilson, our star North Carolina freshman, obviously going to possibly be a top 4 or 5 pick. He unfortunately suffered a broken thumb in practice, and obviously had to have immediate surgery. He's not going to be able to play during the NCAA tournament. So, final game of the season is tomorrow against those hated Duke Blue Devils. So hopefully,
I know he was looking forward to coming back to play that game, though.
Oh yeah, everybody does. But we ain't having no. Hey man, hey Cody, you're my guy, man. But I hate those damn Blue Devils. That'll never go away. We boys and all, but they ain't gonna never the hatred I have for Duke. That is gonna be something
should be studied.
Absolutely. There's nothing that you can do that can make me not say anything good about Duke. It will always be bad. But yeah, prayers out to him. But but this is what I wanted to focus on was Jayson Tatum. Now let's see where they go from here. They play the Cavs on Sunday.
That should be a good game.
And obviously, hopefully that he doesn't try to push himself and just gives the team what they need from him. What they need, and that's another star, another
from the ease it back in.
Yeah, they ease it back in. Easing and slow.
Yeah. I thought it was too big.
That's what she told me. Nessa said nice and slow. So did JoJo. Okay. But other NBA news, we had another historic moment. He's not playing tonight because obviously he had suffered a weird injury to his elbow last night during our loss to the Denver Nuggets. But LeBron James now is the all-time leader in field goals made with 15,008 over 800. I think he's 842. He made 2 more last. I think it was 15,843 if I'm not mistaken. But he is now there. Okay, Nessa. Okay. But yeah, congrats to LeBron. We'll talk about that. But I want to talk about the Lakers, man. I look the Luka stuff, man. Look, man, I don't know what it is, but the Luka slander continues. I did not think. Look, I know someone who's a Laker fan, I know the pressure they're putting on that jersey. But good God, it's now like everyone is now. Look, so now you had Chris Candy this morning on First Take saying Luka hasn't matured. Why isn't he studied from LeBron? You had Jim Rome saying, stop complaining, you're a superstar, blah, blah, blah. But I want to talk about what the hell were the Lakers doing in the first 3 minutes of last night's game.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I didn't either. They were down 11-0 within the first 3 minutes of the game. And that pretty much was all she wrote. Yeah, we rallied back, but Austin Reeves missed a free throw. Marcus Smart missed 2 wide open threes, which is a reason why he's wide open. Think about it.
Oh, I thought there was a reason why white. I'm about to say, damn.
But come on now. There's a reason why Marcus Peters is wide open. Come on now. But not Marcus Peters, Marcus Smart.
Marcus Peters too.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't hate Duke. Lots of great from the game from there. Sean May and Tyler Herro.
Yeah, Sean May should be the current coach. Cody, don't get us. That's a sensitive subject right there. Shout out to Psycho Tito. But yeah. But again, congratulations to LeBron on another accomplishment. But yeah, but it seems like now every day I'm seeing something about Luka. And it's like, dude, every day now. And I'm a Lakers fan and I know what this is about, but good God.
John, I told you that a couple of weeks ago, man. I told you what was happening.
Is Nico Harrison paying these dudes off?
Nope. Somebody put in the group chat about the difference in the different type of Laker fans. And there's one sector of Laker fans where most of this is coming from. So, but yeah.
And look, was he flawed? Yes. But I'm going to say this. I heard Tim McMahon say that. I know Luka's not the best defender. We're not going to dwell on that. But when you have the right defenders around him, it obviously covers up for his deficiencies, and he's actually a better defender. But I'm not expecting him to be prime Gary Payton or even Gary Payton in decline. Heck, I'm expecting
Gary Payton now.
Right. I'm expecting to be old Gary Payton. But I'm like this. All this, complaints. I don't know what the hell, how the hell he got a technical last night because he barely uttered a word to the referee. But
now, I also have a perspective from the referee's point of view. You know that, John.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, when you have a reputation of somebody who cry a lot, sometimes the referees whistles a little quicker once you start crying. So,
yep.
So yeah, unfortunately, he got that. You know what I'm saying? He has that. That's what he's known for in the league is crying about anything and everything. Sometimes he don't get fouled. He's crying about it. So it is what it is. He just got to chill.
That's basically it. But hopefully, look, we got tonight. We got the Pacers tonight. No LeBron, no DeAndre Ayton, no Maxi Kleber. But I'm like, look, go get the W. The Pacers are trying to tank to keep their top 4 pick. No excuse why we shouldn't win the game tonight. But that's a whole other conversation. Speaking of conversations, it's been a lot of conversations about SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. First of all, there's one conversation we need to have about SGA. What the heck is this?
Listen, man, I want everybody to know this. And this is not no shot at nobody who's from this place. But when I see people who are Canadian, like I just like look at it like as a different universe, man. Like it's just different out there, man. And he's from Canada, man.
I need to know from the ladies in the chat. Would y'all rock this?
Would the ladies rock that?
Yes. I need to know, the ladies, would y'all rock this?
That's a man, though, John. Why are you asking the ladies would they rock it?
Because it's fur. Women love fur.
Men love fur too.
I know, but are they wearing this with a? That's supposed to wearing it with a collar?
Listen, man, Canadian, man.
Clearly.
Shout out to clearly Canadians, you heard.
But I want to talk about SGA because he's seen like it's been a lot of talk about him getting a lot of phantom calls. And there's been a lot of and I saw the other day what I don't know what Mike Brown said. He does a good job of
selling the cost.
Yeah. What most superstars do.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know. You coach LeBron. You've been on the
well, LeBron different.
Well, you was on the coaching staff with Steph Curry.
Yeah, he. Only reason why I have a problem with SGA is only problem with SGA is because he get the calls no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Now let me be clear. That call the other night against the Knicks. That was a charge. Clearly, Jalen Brunson got there.
Oh yeah, they don't give his 4th foul, right? Or 3rd foul.
He was there for like 5 minutes, and they gave the call. They gave the call to SGA. That was clearly the wrong call.
That's a superstar call, man.
It really is. But this just comes with the territory when you have a superstar. But speaking of superstars, where's Wemby? I'm watching right now. The Spurs are down by 23. But last night again, the Pistons just once again proved why. I mean, the Spurs proved why they could be an NBA championship team. They beat the Pistons again last night, and Wemby just had a game. So, bigs up to him. But they're right now losing on the second night of a back-to-back to the Clippers by 23. And the Clippers are not. They are just looking like they're owning these dudes right now.
Listen, man, this is the beautiful thing about basketball, man. Mm-hmm. We're watching the Spurs, who is a matchup problem for OKC, who might be the best team in basketball, right?
Uh-huh.
San Antonio is a matchup problem for them. But we're also watching the Clippers, who's a matchup problem for the Spurs. Like this is the beautiful thing about basketball is a team that might not be as good,
mm-hmm.
if the way the team is constructed, can really beat one of the best teams in the league just because of matchups. And we're seeing this now. Like I think if this is a 7-game series, I think the Spurs would be in trouble if they play the Clippers.
I agree. Like I said, there's another conversation about going around the league. Obviously, Luka's been the talk. Obviously, Wendy's been the talk. But there's still seem to be one thing that seems to still be on everybody's mind.
LeBron. Oh,
well, he's always the talk. Magic freaking City. So again, people are obviously. We talked the other day about Luke Cornett and Al Horford were against the whole Magic City Monday with the Atlanta Hawks. Someone who disagreed with them vehemently is Draymond Green. So I want to play a clip. I had it right. But Draymond Green pretty much talked about how I think people are really overreacting, and I agree with him. He basically saying, okay, that people are overreacting to this Magic City Monday situation with the Atlanta Hawks. So I'm going to play this. This is Draymond Green on the Draymond Green Show talking about how he disagrees with what Luke Cornett said.
I object to what Luke Cornett is saying. And the reason I object, as a man with a wife, as a man with daughters, as a man with sisters, and as a man with an amazing mother, and an amazing grandmother, and incredible aunts and nieces. Magic City is an establishment that was built by Mr. Magic, a business that he has had for over 30 years now, extreme success.
Yep.
With an option for females to work there.
That's right.
To point to protecting women or their esteem, you also have an option to go to that establishment.
That's right.
And people have been making that choice for 30 years. From the workers to the customers, making that choice for 30 years. I think to point out that they have esteem issues because that's the line of work they chose, I actually think is less protective of women. Because you're condemning something as if it's actually an art. Like, I don't know if you've ever been, but like if you see it in action, it's actually a form of art that some choose to indulge in and some choose not to indulge in. But to say that because a woman decides that that's the art that they want to partake in, and that the customer wants to take in, I think is reflective on society's thoughts and how they once viewed things.
Right.
But I don't necessarily think it's a hit on the esteem of women.
That's right.
When you talk about the esteem of these women, might I mention that Cardi B is currently on a world tour selling out stadiums, and it is quite the entertaining show. I actually went at Chase Center a few days ago, selling out stadiums. And her background would be that. I don't think Cardi B has esteem issues. So I think that's actually a negative vantage point on these women that are in this line of work.
All right. Hey, Rock City, bitch. Oh yeah. This is my thing with towards what's his name? Cole Commit?
Luke Cornett, who's actually we're watching right now on the Spurs.
Him. Luke Cornett and Al Horford. Do you realize that the Hawks, when they put that statement out, for the people who didn't know, never mentioned it was a strip club?
Mm-hmm.
They made it out like it's a restaurant because although it is a strip club, they're known for their food and they're known for the sports bar there. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the lemon peppers.
So it's not like when they put the flyer out and they promoted it, they said we gonna have the stripper out, we gonna have the come out. No, they said we gonna do is have y'all have the lemon pepper wings so y'all can come buy some lemon pepper wings and the hoodies and stuff. Y'all made it about the strippers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part of it I don't like. So in essence, what they trying to protect, quote unquote, what they call themselves protecting women from, y'all putting it out there as that. If somebody didn't know what Magic City was, dog, how the Hawk had it, it sounds like just like a restaurant. Shame on y'all. That's all.
So here's the deal. I've been hearing a lot of people saying, well, what if kids are at the Hawks game and they're asking, what is Magic City? And all your parents are going to do is just tell them, and I heard my man Andy Kamenisky say this today on 710, it is not the Hawks' responsibility for you to have an uncomfortable conversation with your kid.
You don't have to have it's a restaurant.
That's right. You don't have to. It's all you got to simply say it's a place for adults. You ain't got to explain what goes in there. Let them find out when they get 18, if they want to. So I think everyone's just making an outcry because everyone's mad at everything. I don't have a problem. Like Nessa said, I'm a woman. I don't have a problem with it.
Wait, what?
Nessa says, as a woman, I don't see no problem with it.
I thought you said.
No, I did not say that.
I thought you were saying that as a woman. I'm about to say, oh,
no, Nessa said, as a woman, I don't see no problem with it. And I know what Magic City is. Everybody knows what Magic City is.
John, not everybody do.
And here's the thing, as I stated the other day when we talked about this the first time, Jamie Gertz.
Excuse me?
Jamie Gertz.
Oh, that's my new Instagram name.
Yo, you good?
Jamie Girth.
Gertz, the actress, who's married to the Hawks owner.
Mark Girth.
No, it's not. Yeah, what's wrong with this dude?
Girth City, bitch. Girth City, bitch. All right. All right.
All right, man. What the hell was that? Girth City? What the hell? I don't think I want. Nah, I don't want to know what the hell that is. The hell? Anyway, let's get back to the sports of things. And I have a question when Mark comes back. I want to ask a question. Then we go get into the NFL with all these moves outside of the Max Crosby trade that went down within the last few days. But World Baseball Classic is going down. And Shohei Ohtani is looking like Shohei Ohtani. So I have a list from ESPN, and they have ranked the top 100 baseball players going into
Jurickson Profile.
Don't do that. So here we go. So here's the deal. So
shout out to when they get fat.
So here's ESPN's ranking of the top 100 players in baseball. No surprise, number 1, Shohei Ohtani. Number 2, Aaron Judge. Number 3, we got Bobby Witt Jr. of the Royals. Number 4, Tarik Skubal of the Tigers. Number 5, Juan Soto of the Mets. F him. Number 6 is Paul Skeens of the Pirates. Number 7.
Wait. Go back up. Up. Who's 3?
Bobby Witt Jr.
Who's 2?
Aaron Judge.
All right. I'm just looking to see where one certain player is.
The big dumper, Kyle Riley, is 7. Garrett Crochet from the Red Sox.
There's too many players before. All right.
J-Rod, Julio Rodriguez, 9. Your boy, Ronald
That's
Acuna.
8 places too low. Let's be real.
So you're telling me Acuna should be number 2?
Or 3?
I wouldn't put him. I would put him 3. I don't think no one's putting Judge number. Everybody's.
My nigga show up in the playoffs though. So
Well, that's true. And then you got Vladdy at 11. Let's see how many other of our squad make it. Look, the Dodgers had 8 dudes on here.
Of course.
Next was we had Kyle Tucker was next at 15. Yamamoto was 17.
You're gonna see the more bracelet right there.
Let's see. We're gonna keep going. I know
That dude right there go up.
Ellie De La Cruz, yes, 24. From some notable names, Ellie De La Cruz, 24. Mookie Betts was 25. I'm looking at Pete Alonso round out the top there. Will Smith, 34. Your former pitcher, Max Fried, is at 35. Freddie Freeman's 36. There you go. Matt Olson, number 40.
Yeah.
Ahead of Bryce Harper at 42. Machado, 47. Screw him. Your boy,
Chris Sale.
Chris Elf.
Okay.
Cody Bellinger, 52. Angels shouldn't have nobody on this list. Sorry, Nick. I just hate them. Just a disgrace to baseball. F. Alex Bregman and anybody affiliated with the Houston Astros and that squad. Sorry, Cody. Blake Snell, 70. There's your catcher, Drake Baldwin, 72.
Wait a minute, dog. This is about to be his second year?
Yes.
Bam.
He's number 72.
Bam. All right.
Edwin Diaz, 73. Now he's a Dodger. You don't have to hate him no more. Because I know you hated him when he was with the Mets.
Who?
Edwin Diaz.
Oh no. I like the song he come out to.
Shout out to time. We're gonna hear a lot of that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy
Michael Harris. Hey, he can't hit, but yeah.
Austin Riley. See, y'all had a few guys on here.
Yeah.
So that rounds out the top 100. I want to ask a question, and we'll go over to the NFL, and it's about Ohtani. And I'm gonna ask you this, and they asked this question on First Take. If you had the chance to see one of these two, you can only spend money you on one of these two. Who is it going to be? Is it Shohei Ohtani or Wemby?
This is about to go against everything I believe in. John, as you know, and some of the listeners might not know, I said it on the show before, maybe years ago, basketball is my first love.
Mm-hmm.
So anything against basketball is crazy, but I'm for sure going to see Shohei.
Tig said Shohei as well.
I'm for sure going to see Shohei.
I picked Shohei too because I want him to be able to be at a game where I can see a dude pitch and hit in the same game.
You want to see him go both ways?
Yo, relax.
Mm-hmm. My bad. That was unnecessary. Ain't nothing called for. I apologize. I won't do better.
So I'm going with Shohei as well, and basketball is my favorite level too, sports wise. But you cannot tell me a dude who's a pitcher and a hitter, and obviously I watched that masterpiece he put in the NLCS last year. Seeing someone hit live is crazy, but there's this club. Hey, yo, Tick.
Oh yeah, it got the glory hole. Oh,
all right, yeah, yes, but
wrong show. Shout out to No Rules.
Yeah, but that's definitely what I want to ask because I think Ohtani is definitely someone you got to stop what you're doing to see. All right, let's get to the NFL. There was a lot of transactions.
Ooh, I'm glad you said the whole word.
Relax. There was a lot of moves in the NFL. Look, we already talked about it again. If you're just tuning into the show, Max Crosby is now a Baltimore Raven. The Raiders acquired a first rounder this year, a first rounder next year for the 5-time Pro Bowl defensive end. But that wasn't the only move that was made over. There have been a lot of releases and a lot of trades over the last few days. Let's go to one of a trade that happened on Tuesday. I forgot to mention this with Cody, involving his Houston Texans. They acquired David Montgomery from the Detroit Lions, and today they made it official and they released Joe Mixon, who missed all last year with an undisclosed injury. What you think of this move for the Texans getting David Montgomery?
I think that's a good signing for him. I think that's a good move for him, honestly. And that's a good move for David Montgomery, man. Watching the Lions games last year, I knew David Montgomery was going to be out, man. He's sitting behind Jahmyr Gibbs. He's too good for that. And then but he's not that good enough to start over Jahmyr Gibbs. So, going to the Texans it'll be a great move it's a great move for the Texans, I believe.
Now, I have a friend who's a Lions fan. Shout out to Tisha out in Detroit, and she told me that the issue was David Montgomery wanted to be RB1.
Yeah, and in most cities and most teams he would be RB1. It's just you got this unique unicorn there named Jahmyr Gibbs.
That's exactly what he is.
What's the next one?
All right, next trade, and this happened yesterday. And it's involving your squad, the Buffalo Bills, and they acquired DJ Moore from the Chicago Bears.
I'm not mad at this trade. I like this trade. Some Bills fans are insufferable. I'm in the Bills fans community, so I see a lot of it. It's just no pleasing some of these Bills fans. Only thing I'm saying is I'm hearing that the Bears was going to release him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I heard, I don't know how true it is. Maybe we can talk to Fat and see if he heard anything about this, but it wasn't a negotiation. Like, we just called and said, we'll give you a second. The Bears like, okay.
Wow.
So who knows? But like I said, I like it, man. We needed a wide receiver one. I don't have DJ Moore in the upper echelons of the wide receiver ones, but I feel like he is a wide receiver one. And Brandon Beane said, I'm not done with the receiver room yet. So I think he still has something up his sleeve. We'll see what's going on here.
Let me ask you this: what do you expect from DJ Moore? Right now, he's your number one receiver, but obviously, look, we got a long time between week one. We got a whole another 6 months. But what are you expecting from him? Do you think he's going to be wide receiver one?
Yeah.
Or you think he's going to be wide receiver one?
I think he's going to be wide receiver one, but I also think that nothing's going to change with how our offense is set up. I think it's everybody eats, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the wide receiver one is just going to be when we need to have a play, we have that wide receiver that can go get it for us. And I think DJ Moore can do that. He's like he's not as good as him, but to me, I see him like a younger Steve Smith. So I said, man, I think it's a good pickup. I think it's a good pickup for us, especially what our receiver room is. I think we go cut Curtis Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see what we can do with Josh Palmer, but I think that we Brandon Beane is really making a point to make the receiving room better than it was for the last couple of years.
Yeah, so I think this is a good move for you guys. Obviously, giving up a second, and definitely, like I said, y'all got a lot more moves in it. I heard Kimberly Martin say this, obviously, with her reporting from the combine. Getting a wide receiver for Josh Allen doesn't just have to be how you help him succeed.
Nope. It's the other side of the ball.
The defense And Joe Brady, to his credit, made this really an important note that you help him. You also help him by getting him a defense that can get off the field, so he can come on the field and do what he got to do. So I like this move for you guys. Obviously, it sounded like DJ Moore was on the outs in Chicago. So, and then you guys give up a second for him, and it's probably going to be better than any guy y'all get in the second round, possibly. So
that's how I see it too.
So I like the move for you guys. So,
and let me tell you something. Well, a lot of people might not know. Y'all know 2 of his best years, stat wise, came with Joe Brady being offensive coordinator in Carolina.
Yeah. For those who don't know, DJ Moore, of course, knows he was drafted by the Panthers. Joe Brady was his former offensive coordinator in Carolina. And all the quarterbacks this dude played with was just insane. I saw names I ain't seen in years, but now you go to one of the best in the business, arguably the best in the business. Now you have hope. This gives y'all hope. And hopefully he realizes how important it is to be a security blanket and a weapon for Josh Allen. Another trade that went down yesterday. The LA Rams, they're back in F them picks mode, and they trade their first round pick, not the pick they got from the Falcons, their first round pick, along with a 5th, a 6th, and a 3rd rounder next year for All-Pro Trent McDuffie. Now, let me also say this is kind of crazy because the Chiefs got the pick they got from Trent McDuffie. They used the draft Trent McDuffie when they traded Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Now you fast forward 4 years later, and they're doing the same thing to Trent McDuffie. As Cody said, he was OC and he had back-to-back 1,100-yard plus receiving seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So that's hopefully Joe Brady and DJ Moore get their rekindle some of that magic. As Wemby's right now on the minute limit, obviously because they played on a back-to-back, so that's why he's really not in the game right now. Sam saying, I don't think it will happen, but were you surprised? But it wouldn't surprise me if Myles Garrett gets traded to a winner. Not during this offseason. Well, I don't think he's getting traded this during free agency. I'd be shocked. If it happens, it'd probably have to be closer to the trade deadline if the Browns if he actually pulls the trigger and say, I want to be out of Cleveland instead of just using it as a play to get more money. What up, Candace? Said Crosby said Ravens, they had no excuse to make the Super Bowl. It's not that simple. Yes, Max Crosby's a game changer, but let's not act like Lamar Jackson hasn't been the best when it comes to postseason football. So that take that with a caveat. Obviously, Cody's going to be all over fantasy football this year. DJ in the backfield and some gimmick. Yeah, he's definitely going to. So definitely listen to Cody when he's talking about this. As he said, DJ Moore will be someone you might want to try to look into acquiring when fantasy football draft season comes around.
This trade, I'm going to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
When I first heard about it, I said, the Rams getting Trent McDuffie. That's good. But then I want to see how good Trent McDuffie is outside of that Steve Spagnuolo defense. And I'm not saying he's not, but we've seen when he was actually in man-to-man coverage, it didn't look the best for Trent McDuffie. So, you know what I'm saying? For the Rams' sake, I'm hoping that they didn't give up too much to get Trent McDuffie because of the name. But, looking at the skill of things, like, this should be an interesting trade.
This is interesting. I think about the last time the Rams went all in on like this was back in 2017. 2018, when after Sean McVay's first year, obviously they went to the playoffs, they lost to the Falcons, and then that offseason, Les Snead made all these trades. Sorry, and if you live in St. Louis, you're from St. Louis, I'm sorry. I don't care. I'm from LA. I'm not a Rams fan, but I'm LA all day. And obviously, I know Michelle Smallman from the Sports from she still hates the Rams for leaving St. Louis. We'll try being LA, not having a football team for 22 years.
LA not having a football team that long is out of pocket.
It was so out of pocket. Paul Tagliabue, God bless your soul, biggest fumble in your life. And can't say too many good things. Can't say too much about Roger Goodell, but he got this done. But shout out to Stan Kroenke for getting SoFi built. They started this. Obviously, look, when that offseason, they acquired Marcus Peters. Go figure, from the Chiefs. And that led to another move. They ended up going to get signing Ndamukong Suh. They ended up trading for Achilles Talib. They ended up trading for Brandon Cooks. They just signed.
That was a catch.
It's over. It's over. You know, I know. And they ended up going to the Super Bowl. We all know the controversy with the play with the Saints and the Waffle House frying pan. I'm not going to rehash all that.
Wait, what happened to Waffle House?
Nah, Mikael Roby Coleman said he put old boy from the Saints on a Waffle House frying pan.
Oh.
But the Rams have not drafted.
Pat Riley.
Shout out to Agent Brody. The Rams have not drafted. Have only drafted one first round pick on one player in the last 10 years. That was Jared Verse. Hey, I'm gonna say it wasn't. It was against my squad. Now go cry. Now go cry about it. Not you, Mark. Everybody else. Aren't the Rams a heavy zone defense? McDuffie's the best in the zone, but KC builds cornerbacks and sends them out, and they fade away. Here's looking at you, Ward. Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, they did this before. They traded Marcus Peters to the Rams 7 years ago. So this isn't new. This isn't nothing the Rams hasn't done before. They've had cornerbacks from that KC system, whether it was pre or post Steve Spagnuolo, make their way out here to the West Coast. So, but I'm talking about with Les Snead. I'm talking about Les Snead in particular. This is him going all in as he's been known to do, not using a first round pick. And obviously they still have the Falcons first round pick. So they still could be possibly making a pick at number 13. So that was an interesting move there. And obviously they got to pay McDuffie. They still got to eventually figure out what they're going to do by paying Puka, Kobe Turner. Eventually they're going to pay Jared Verse. So the Rams got some money to spend, and Matthew Stafford, they're going all in because they know Matthew Stafford could be his last year. They feel like they should have been in the Super Bowl this year. They came up short to the eventual Super Bowl champs. So now they're going to do whatever it takes to get back to the Super Bowl, and that's what Les Snead does. Let's talk about some notable releases in NFL. I saw today Taylor Decker was released by the left tackle. The Lions was released. Rashawn Gary was released by the Packers. But here's one Mark's very familiar with. Stephon Diggs the other day was released by the New England Patriots. Obviously,
I got some take off here.
Okay. So Stephon Diggs, obviously in his only lone year with the Patriots, coming off a torn ACL, after being with the Texans the year before, after being traded from Mark's Bills, it's now on the market again. I know some people were saying, do you go back? Should Buffalo call him and see if he want to come back and home? But first off, what do you make of him getting released, being on the market for the third straight season?
It's fitting. As good as Stephon Diggs is, and as high as intensity is, that rubs a lot of people the wrong way. You know how Chris Paul rubs people the wrong way sometimes?
Yep.
I think Stephon Diggs does the same thing. This doesn't surprise me. I've read a lot in the Bills media. That's how I would say about Stephon Diggs coming back to end his career in Buffalo. Especially, did you see his press conference when they asked about Buffalo before the Super Bowl? Mm-hmm. It wasn't nothing but glaring things he said about Josh Allen, about the Bills organization. But I have somebody else that's.
He said Diggs to the Raiders. Cody said, I just realized dude never shows up when I'm on the show. Damn, I see. Oh, wow. That's hate.
Oh, T.
That's hate. Stephon definitely rubbed on the wrong. Hey, yo. He rubbed on the wrong folks. Oh, damn. So he was. Let me shut up.
Well, they did say he was rubbing on him.
Yo,
Nessa.
What the heck was that?
Nessa, are you okay?
Really? What the hell?
I'm just glad it was only with one hand. That would have been crazy if it was
Two?
double fisted.
Oh, so she would have been doing an Angela White.
John.
My bad. My bad. Yeah, but yeah, so he's available. So he's gonna be on the free agent market. And ESPN has their list of their top 100 free agents for as we get ready for free agency going into obviously starting to you can start agreeing the terms on Monday. Deals come official on Wednesday. Trey Hendrickson leads the pack at number 1. He has as the best available free agent. 31. He's going to be 31 going into next season. Of course, led the NFL in sacks 2 of the last 3 years. Then you have Tyler Lindenbaum, the Pro Bowl center from the Baltimore Ravens, who's going to be a free agent. By the way, speaking of centers, you saw that
he's only 26.
Yeah,
damn.
I don't know if you saw what happened. We didn't talk about what happened in Chicago, and that was Colt Dalton, the center, is abruptly retiring. And they just signed him from the relax. They just signed him from the Falcons last year, and now he is going to retire. But let's get back to this list.
Heard about them lawsuits. That's why he didn't get a job.
Well, probably.
Jalen Phillips. I wouldn't mind with having Jalen Phillips.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Nessa. Yeah, you like Jalen Phillips. There you go again. Thanks a lot. Alec Pierce, he's going to be available.
Yes, I like Alec Pierce.
Rasheed Walker, Odafe Owe, Braden Smith, John Franklin Myers,
your boy.
Yeah, Alante Taylor, Quay Walker, your boy Quay
Walker from Georgia,
Reek Woolen, Mike Evans will be a free agent for the first time in his career. That's who some people think should be going to the Bills.
Well, he came from the Bills.
No, Mike Evans.
Oh, I got another receiver.
No, Tremaine Edmonds was just released by the Bears.
I got another receiver.
Jalen Watson. So that's another cornerback from the Chiefs who's going to be on the market. Malik Willis, who a lot of people think is going to be the quarterback of this free agency. You got the Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker III, Devin Lloyd, Kyler Murray.
How old is Devin Lloyd? 27.
Yeah. Kyler Murray,
Isaiah Likely. That's him right there.
Romeo Doubs.
Yes.
Romeo Doubs will be a free agent.
Just watch him might end up in Buffalo.
All right. Speaking of Buffalo, Khalil Mack, Travis Etienne, Brian Cook, Rashid Shaheed, Kalion Chason, Juwan Jennings, Boye Mafe, Isaac Simalo, Reed Blankenship, and Zion Johnson round out the top 30 as far as free agents.
My God, gonna be a free agent. David Edwards. Both of them.
2 linemen from the Bills, Connor McGovern, David Edwards will be free agents. I just stated Taylor Decker's now a free agent. We just talked about Stephon Diggs, Joey Bosa. I think Mark said he can go. Wan'Dale Robinson, Joel Bitonio, Jaquan Brisker from Fats Bear, Rico Dottle, Kobe Dean, your boy from Georgia, Kenneth Gainwell, Alex Anzalone, Aaron Rodgers. Okay, let's talk about Mr. Rodgers. So Mr. Rodgers and then Kwity Paye rounds out the top 50. Although outside the top 50, you got Kevin Byard and Kirk Cousins and Jamel Dean. But I'm talking about Mr. Rodgers. So Mr. Rodgers was on McAfee show the other day.
Mr. Rodgers neighborhood.
And obviously talking about his whole situation with he might want to go back to the Steelers. He's been in contact, but he's talked to Mike McCarthy and all this crap. But this is the quote that caught me off guard about Aaron Rodgers and about his condition. And it is Freaky Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I try to stay fit. I want to look good. I want my wife to want to F me all the time.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I didn't know Aaron Rodgers had it in him to say something he says some crazy shit all the time. But I think he's very private. He's always private when it comes to his love life.
What?
So Cody said he's hearing Romeo Doubs to the Niners, 3 years, $49 million, 30 guarantee. We'll see. Well, that's definitely something to keep eye on it. I say, get it, A-Rod. But yeah, what happens with Aaron Rodgers?
He fucking his wife.
Well, good for him. But I'm saying what happens with him as far as career-wise.
Retire, man. Hang that shit up, fam.
He's married, Tech. True story. He's married.
Oh man.
Yeah, y'all good?
What happened?
Yeah, you know,
Me?
You know, I can hear you, right?
Oh, and nobody else did.
But what happens when Aaron Rodgers? Does Aaron Rodgers come back? Or
I hope he retired, man. We seen the Aaron Rodgers, and I want to keep the vision of Aaron Rodgers is one of the highest level playing QBs that we've seen. These last couple of years of watching Aaron Rodgers play, it's just been like, all right.
His alleged wife.
No,
Hey, Bella.
that's what I said. It was like Luther Vandross's alleged wife.
Yo, you good? Yo, you all right? By the way, congratulations to Luther RP. He's nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like New Edition and many others also. But yeah.
Oh shit! Look,
the Spurs have came back. They're now down 5. 97-92 with 8:22 left in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, can they pull off this comeback and beat the Clippers? As De'Aaron Fox he's shaking, knocks it down mid range. Spurs down 3. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's probably gonna try to come back, and if he comes back and plays for the Packers, that's insane. Just like Spider-Man and Zendaya getting married in super private. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Tom Holland and Zendaya officially married now.
oh for real?
Yeah.
Oh, he hit her with that Spider-Man, huh?
Wow. The Spurs are now down 1.
That's a.
So he was shooting, huh? He was.
John, you good? Are you all right?
Oh, you shooting them lasers? He was shooting them web. He was spraying them with that web. My bad.
You think she got arachnophobia? Never mind. Go ahead.
I thought it was euphoria. Unless she got caught up in this euphoria. Bars. The Spurs are now up 2 as Devin Vassell just hit a 3. Wow.
They coach looked like a player. This is crazy.
All right, next. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah.
He hit her with that Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The 2 fingers come hither.
All right. So yeah. That's all we want to talk about there. Now we only get to the final.
Type was it?
So it was tight like a spider. That's the
Shout
only
out to the tight pussy.
Only one scheme I found attractive. The rest of the ball bags need to cap out of a bag. Yo, Tig, what the hell? Tig, that's insane, man. All right, man. Next. It's time for the segment.
Hey, what was that tennis movie she was in? Where she was fucked?
I forgot the name of it. Yeah, but she was boning 2 dudes.
Yeah,
that movie. Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Can you take 2 at a time?
Same Disney kids freaks, man.
Yeah, that's how the girls who used to watch Disney end up being freaks. They gotta learn from somewhere.
Hey, yo. Okay, Nessa, relax. Wow. Hey, yo. All right. It's time for the final segment of the show.
John, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
All
great.
right. I'm just making sure.
I'm gravy. It's time for the final segment of the show.
She said it with a baby gravy?
By the way, I want to also add this. Boss. Relax. About the Max Crosby trade. Okay, no, that wasn't it. Max Crosby obviously is one of a few players who's now is one of many players who've now been traded for multiple first round picks. So here's this from Adam Schefter. Here's a list of players who have fetched at least 2 first round picks in return for a trade. You add Max Crosby to the top of that list now. Sauce Gardner, Micah Parsons, Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford, Larry Tunsil, Jamal Adams, Khalil Mack, Jalen Ramsey, Jay Cutler, Ricky Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Jeff George. Wait a minute. Somebody played 2 1s for Jeff George?
Don't trust people with 2 first names.
Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson? That's crazy, man.
And your guy, Herschel Walker.
Who guy?
Your Georgia Bulldogs. Y'all claiming after
I don't
somewhere?
claim him.
All right. But those are all players who in the history of the NFL have brought back 2 first-round picks.
All right, let's go. Because I want to hear what Joe.
Oh, yeah. Let's get this going. Actually, one more thing before, and that's back on the NFL front. So I need to know from you.
Me?
What do you want to see the Bills do in free agency?
Shore up the defense, man. I want to. There's no guarantee CJ Allen gonna be there when we draft, right? But if he's there, I would like to draft CJ Allen. I wouldn't mind grabbing one of them linebackers, Devin Lloyd. And we need an edge rusher that can make a difference.
So it's when you said. So here's what they have. So ESPN's NFL Nation had all their reporters. Well, what's the biggest need for their team? So I'm focused on our squads. So for the Bills, biggest need: pass rusher, outside linebacker. Their need changed after the Bills acquired DJ Moore, but they could further bolster their wide receiver group this offseason. Joey Bosa, AJ Epinesa are free agents. A significant part of the Bills' revamped defense will be getting after the quarterback. Free agent, most likely on the move, Daquan Jones. What do you expect to happen? Add depth free agents or inexpensive contracts. The Bills made a big splash trading for more, and through more moves will come. Some of the most important will be identifying veterans who will sign team-friendly deals. It's a formula that's been used for finding eventual starters in the past. One area to watch is the interior O-line. That's what they say your Bills.
She's not a Bills fan.
I mean, your offense, biggest need is an edge rusher. And what the heck is going to happen with Tua? Because I think he's going to be next released, and he's going to have $99 million guaranteed and a huge dead money hit. Yo, you good?
Huh?
You all right?
With me?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm all right.
As far as my Broncos, inside linebacker, obviously our guy Alex Singleton, he's going to be a free agent. The Broncos leading tackler, obviously Justice Stranaz is a free agent. The Drake Greenlaw, kind of like it was you knew what you were getting when you signed him.
It was a high reward, low risk.
Exactly. We're probably gonna lose John Franklin Myers.
You know who y'all should probably get?
Who?
Tremont Edmonds.
Yeah, I saw that name linked to the Broncos yesterday. Matter of fact, So this is what Jeff Legwalk thinks that was so frustrated after reviewing the offense that he's already made the team's most significant move of the offseason is surrendering play calling duties to new offensive coordinator Davis Webb. Expect Payton to push the offseason moves to improve the offense. It's a big impact, especially at tight end and running back. The Denver tight ends had only 3 touchdown receptions last season and none more than 9.2 yards per catch. And of course, we lost J.K. Dobbins with a broken foot last year. He's set to be a free agent, even though he didn't play after November 6th. And Dobbins led the team in big play runs of 10 or more yards with 21, 7 more than the next best running back. So I hope we make a move. I hope we're in the bidding to try to get Kenneth Walker. I want to get Sadiq Bey. I would love to get Kenyon Sadiq from as Kawhi Leonard just picks Stephon Castle's pocket and got the easy breakaway dunk.
I forgot he still played the NBA. That's crazy. Every time I see him, I be forgetting.
There it is right there. Back where he won his first NBA championship, Kawhi Leonard. Easy work right there. But yeah. My calling out names.
Bills need Phillips or Hendrickson.
Yeah. Yeah.
They both gonna cost too much. So it would be nice in the perfect world, it'd be nice, but they both cost too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we officially induct the newest member of the Calling Out Names Hall of Fame.
Who's in there already, John?
Stephen A. Smith.
He might be in there again.
Skip Bayless. Jason Whitlock.
Oh my God.
Rob Parker.
Oh fuck. They're all the same person, if you ask me. Go ahead.
And now, officially joining that list,
Bill's great.
Former Eagles running back, Super Bowl champion, 2-time Super Bowl champion, LaShawn McCoy. And I'm just gonna let the tape play, and then we'll respond.
Where are we putting Caitlin Clark.
Oh, she like 3. So she like, she top 3.
Where we put
She might be 2. No, she's 1.
Oh.
She's 1.
Damn, that
Bro,
question.
one.
Caitlin Clark, the most influential white athlete in all of history. Shady McCoy.
It ain't got to be white.
Caitlin Clark up there, bro.
She is the most influential women's athlete of all time. Bro,
cut it out. Cut it out. I'll leave it. Cut the lights off.
Hold
I'll
on.
leave this joint right
Hold
now.
on. Yo, can I
Because what you're not going to do is disrespect Serena Williams. Yeah, you're not going to disrespect Serena Williams.
Let me back myself
Please,
up.
Did Serena
Please.
polarize tennis as much as Caitlin Clark? Let him go.
Yo.
Let him
Real
cook.
talk.
Please cook.
All right.
Because I don't know what that was.
I think Serena was great for us. She was
The
great.
greatest.
Who was watching women's basketball? Think about what we're talking about, though.
Nobody, baby.
Yo, you wasn't. You wasn't. He wasn't. Nobody's watching girls basketball. And then we get this girl like Steph Curry. Everybody watching. To this day.
To this day.
Women's basketball is looked at like the NBA, like the NFL.
No, it's not.
They got their own channels now on ESPN.
No, they
we
don't.
talk about them on. When was you ever at the last time you heard people just talk about women's basketball on TV? Like a real block. Now you see, there's blocks where they're gonna talk about Luka and they're gonna talk about Caitlin Clark.
True.
Hey,
Think about it. I like
Shady's
this point.
point.
Last point.
Cook
the
too
girl
far.
that she didn't play at like I don't know LSU or USC.
Yep.
She played at Iowa.
Yeah.
Y'all tripping. Caitlin Clark.
Listen. Listen. What he's saying, the point he's making is a point. I don't know about her being the most influential player ever, or sports figure and ever. I don't agree with that. He did say that, Tig.
You finish?
Yeah.
LaShawn McCoy, you are the biggest dumbass I've ever heard in my life. Excuse my language, folks. I told my mom I wasn't going to curse. Number one, you said that she's the most influential white athlete. I'm sorry. Have you ever met a guy named Larry Joe Bird? You ever heard of a guy named Jerry West? How the heck you gonna tell me that Caitlin Clark is the most influential white athlete? Get the F out, Shady. The heck you talking about? And then you want to say she's the most influential female? I'm sorry, you heard of Serena Williams?
Yes,
So-
Serena is the most.
What the heck you talking about? Cheryl Swoops?
Now, John, there's my pushback to that.
Cheryl Miller? Go ahead.
Most influential don't mean better.
Right. You're right.
What he's saying, his point is because of this person, it could be time, it could be anything. It's now making a following more than anybody else who ever have before her.
Go ahead, Cody. This dude, come on, man. What are you talking about? Most influential. Man, Shady, shut the hell up, dude. What are you talking about? Sounds completely dumb. All right.
And I think even like Candace just naming the players that is better than her.
Your name players. I don't think Tina Thompson is better. You want to say Lisa Leslie? Anybody from that 96 women's team? There. But you want to say anybody from that 96 women's team? Go ahead. What up, JT?
But influential, that's what I said. Influential is different, man. It's like, in the NBA, Iverson might be the most influential player that we've seen. Doesn't mean he's the best player that we. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just stick with me. Yeah, maybe Gen Z most influential, but any generation before that, not any generation before that, according to Cody.
Unfortunately, that's how it goes, though.
Even if he said white woman, Sue Bird, Billie Jean King, Misty May Trainer, come on. Yeah, I mean, you're right. He's the most influential white athlete. He was just stuck with women. Like, she's definitely not more influential than Billie Jean King.
I would put Billie Jean King as who Tig just said. I'll probably put Billie Jean King as the only one. Sue Bird, as much as I like Sue Bird, I don't know about more influential than.
No, I don't think there's no white woman athlete more influential than Billie Jean King.
Yeah, no.
And
plus, that's Michael Jackson kid, right?
Not that Billie Jean fool. What's wrong with you? The same woman who won the Battle of the Sexes. Hey, by the way, I was I heard this the other day. Have you been keeping up with Miami of Ohio? Their basketball team? They're 31-0. They're the first time they ended the season 31-0 tonight.
Man?
Yes.
Oh shit. No, I didn't even know that.
And someone was, I think it was
shout out to Wally Zerbiak.
Yeah, that's right. Wally Zerbiak, Ron Harper, yeah, whatever. But Sean went to Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger. But some people were suggesting, I think it was Jay Williams saying that should we treat them like we treat teams in the college football playoff and not put them in the 68 field of the playoff, the 68 field of the tournament?
I would put them in the 68.
Yeah,
that's playing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think.
Wait. I'm scared. But look at the last comment. What the last comment said?
Bruce don't count. No. What's wrong with you, man?
I knew it. Yeah.
Stu said Bruce don't count. Dude, how wild, man. All right. You got anybody for call on days, Mark?
Unfortunately, again. I'm gonna put Stephen A. Smith and ESPN. It's both their fault. ESPN for allowing this man ego to get this big.
Is this over the Pelican thing?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
He said what he said.
He's more relevant than
more relevant than anybody.
Now I'm gonna say what he did was hog the narrative. But I'm gonna say this to the Pelicans. Social team. The way y'all clapped back, y'all should have clapped back harder. And y'all sat there and took that shit. So he did prove that y'all was irrelevant. I'm praying for Joe Dumars, much as I hate the Pistons. Joe Dumars has got to clean this mess up of a franchise. But I'll say this. Y'all should have clapped back.
Well, they did.
No, I'm talking about after that irrelevant comment.
Oh, I wouldn't clap back neither.
But
because what Stephen A. Smith went on air and said, I'm more relevant than the people who I talk about to get paid. No, you're not. You're not.
I didn't use something about them. I don't think he's somebody who's more relevant than LeBron.
But it's still the players.
But in fullness, he did say he has no issue with Zion or any of the players on the team. He saw specifically to that social team. I know what you're saying, though, Mark.
That back and forth shouldn't even happen. Like, he just put himself in precarious situations, dog. I think he's from Canada too.
Well, they've been taking L's. They've been taking L's all year to the US. So no, it won't shock me. Oh, and one from Derrick Jones Jr. just went right at Wemby and got the foul in the basket. Nice aggression by Derrick Jones Jr. Still shouldn't have won the dunk contest from Aaron Gordon though. Damn you, D-Wade. I want to give a final shout out. I mean, it's a calling out names and a shout out. So I want to say happy birthday to the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And on this calling out name, I want to call out the Los Angeles Clippers. As we're watching them right now, and they're now up 1 on the Spurs. March 6, 2000. That was Shaquille O'Neal's 28th birthday. Do you remember what happened that night, Mark?
He went for 71.
Actually, it was 61.
Oh, 61.
So the Los Angeles Lakers were playing the Clippers, and it was a Clippers home game at the Staples Center that night. Shaq was trying to get tickets asked the Clippers, could he have a few extra tickets because he had some family that want to come to the game. Candace said calling out the WNBA, paid them girls. Also, he almost put the alien on the poster. But Shaq, the Clippers, being the Clippers, did not want to let Slam dunk Wemby. Did not want to let Shaq get extra tickets. So you know what he did? He put on a masterpiece. This is the late great Chick Hearn
All the way
on K-Count 9, March 6, 2000. Check it out.
Green, there goes Kobe. Kobe slam, basket counts. Foul. Boy, was he running the floor.
My God, this game is
Shaw does it in 51 to play for the long.
Look at how just easy work.
He's setting up, put it in. He's made his allowed to pass. Slam dunk.
Are you gonna
Standing
try?
ovation. Beautiful play. Got it underneath. Slam dunk.
Sorry,
Kobe
Anthony gave in.
underneath gives the shot. Shaq slam dunk.
Sorry, Maurice Taylor. Pete Chilcutt, Eric Pikowski.
Oh, man.
Jason Green was still a virgin with the
Relax.
game. All right.
He knows what's going on in his
Slam dunk, Kobe.
Shaq gets the assist, and Kobe makes a spectacular underneath. Happy birthday, big fella.
Clippers. Yeah, Eric Pikowski. You brought that on yourselves. All you had to do was just let the man play.
He would have got 51 anyway.
Let the man have his family. Yeah, he probably would have, but
He
still.
would have did the same thing.
Yeah, but it was still fun. It was still fun to think about it. But yeah, all right, we're gonna get up out of here.
Oh, he was wide open.
Oh wow. 5 seconds.
Dog, he had an alley-oop. Why you didn't throw the ball, Tony Batum?
So what just happened right now?
Look,
Nick
he's
Batum.
wide open. All you got to do is throw the alley-oop.
Why are you? Oh my God, Brooke. First of all, what the heck was that? Yeah, they took Brooke Lopez right out the game.
No, that's not Brooke Lopez.
Batum. They call it. They call a. No, they call it a foul on Derrick Jones. But what the heck was that? I can't even.
What the hell they call?
It's on Vassell.
A push off.
Oh, they
right?
call it. Okay, they're calling an offensive foul on Devin Vassell. All right, big announcement. So, obviously, we've been on Sunday Night Lights has been on hiatus because obviously football season's over. But NBA's back, and the Spurs are the Spurs are getting to challenge this call.
Yeah, because they called the offensive foul. They challenging the call.
So, with the help of the great Nessa, I have now decided that Sunday is football night in America. Is now basketball night in America. And ladies and gentlemen, Sunday Night Lights returns for the NBA, and we have a
Doozy.
A doozy of a doubleheader for you guys Sunday night. Wemby starting off at 5 o'clock Pacific. You got KD and the Rockets going to San Antonio to face these Spurs, Wemby and these Spurs. And then I wasn't going to do the second game, but when I see how good this team is playing, I got to give them props.
They've been going crazy.
The Charlotte Hornets, led by possible Rookie of the Year, they overturned it. Oh, wow. Foul. That was the right play. And against the Phoenix Suns. Now, we don't know if Devin Booker's going to play. But, they said the Spurs called timeout before the foul. So,
okay.
So, shout out, Rob. But, yeah, we're back.
Batum threw the alley-oop to Derrick Jones. That don't make no sense.
I don't know what the heck was that. And then
he misses it.
And then he barely steps in bounds and gets Brook Lopez passes back the ball and he steps out and he just have his heels on the baseline. It was the first miss from Julian Champagny. But yeah, we don't know if Devin Booker's going to play. We know Dylan Brooks not going to play. By the way, Dylan Brooks, I saw the news this morning, was arrested for DUI. Dude, please drive responsibly. I don't know what he was. Oh, missed both free throws, but they got the rebound. Now you got a foul. Now the Clippers have 0 timeouts left unless they have a 20. But good hustle by the Spurs. But yeah, we'll be back on Sunday for Sunday Night Lights. And Con Knipple has been playing like the rookie of the year. Let me ask y'all this. I hate the fact that the rookie is going to go to a dude from Duke. But which one?
It should be Cole. I said it before when everybody was on Cooper Flag a few weeks ago, and I said, man, just look at Con Knipple stats, man. They go right in line with it, man.
Yeah, there's no excuse, Cody. No excuse. And Stephon Castle only had 4 points tonight. Obviously, we know who Kawhi was guarding. Misses the second one, but got the rebound again and puts in the layup. Wow. The Spurs come back and defeat the Clippers 116-112. Wow. What a comeback from this team. This team
got some fight to them.
Y'all might be right saying this team might go to the finals.
Wait, what is this?
What's that?
Oh no, I got nothing to do with sports.
But yeah, Sunday Night Lights for the NBA on NBC doubleheader Sunday night with Rockets, Spurs, and the Hornets and the Suns. So yeah, that'll be it. So look, we're gonna get up out of here. Thank y'all for pulling up for the show. We'll be back on obviously for Sunday Night Lights. So y'all pull up 5:00 on Sunday. But we'll be all back. The gang will be all back next Tuesday. Myself, Mark, Nick, Cody will be here because we will definitely be recapping some of the early agreements with NFL free agency. What's going on in the NBA? It's tournament week for the NCAA. It's championship week in the NCAA for March Madness.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
We doing something in the 702?
What you mean we
live?
I mean, if it's possible, I can.
All right. It don't have to be a whole show. We don't have to bring, all that. We can just hop on the phone real quick and go live.
Yeah, done. All right. So yeah, we'll be about. We're gonna be about here. I'll catch you guys Sunday. Me, Mark, Nick, Cody will be back Tuesday. Don't forget to catch me Monday also for Tribal Warzone. Obviously, shout out to the OCCN fam. Obviously, make sure you check out Marshall Mike's, Humble Roses, Main Event Mamas, Mini Morning Show, Sports4U, Sports4U Wrestling, Tribal Warzone, the whole shebang. Winby just got 27-10 tonight.
In 22 minutes.
In 22 minutes. That's insane. Is this dude going to be Defensive Player of the Year and MVP? We'll have to wait and see. But we will see y'all for Sunday Night Lights and then for Sports4U next week. This has been another great episode of Sports4U again. Sam, for you, taking one day at a time, brother. We will see y'all then. This has been Sports4U. I'm John. That's Mark.
Yerp.
Peace out, everybody.
For you, from the coast to you, 3 LA minds talking what we do, from the streets to the stats, from the bar to the chat. Sports4U. Yeah, we run it like that. Hit that link, lock that feed, John. Nick, all that you need. Sports4U. Every day, new seed, from LA roots to the whole world's league.